Welcome to Rise with Glow. I'm your host, Keziah Glow, and I'm so glad you were able to make it this morning. How y'all feeling out there? How's everyone doing? Are we all surviving or are we thriving? Hopefully, by the end of this show, you'll feel like you're thriving. This morning, we are in the full moon energy of Gemini. Remember, energy lingers a little before and after these astrological events. In astrology, they say it's not like an open and closed door situation. It's as the planets begin to move, we begin to feel the energy greater or lesser. On December 18th, Eastern Standard Time, there was a full moon in the sign of Gemini. And full moons are very interesting because they affect water, they affect the tides, they affect the water that's inside of our body, our emotional states. And so sometimes you can see heightened energy when there is a full moon. This is a great time to release any energy that may cause you to feel stuck. As the moon shines its light on us, we can shine our light on areas of our life that we would like to change or cause some sort of manifestation. We had a full moon in the sign of Gemini, which deals with communications and social and community. Has anyone seen any changes or any, heightened energy around communication, around your family, around your friends, especially during this time of year when people are more social? You could also be experiencing the impact of not having your family around and feeling that vulnerability in a more heightened way at this time. So it's a great time to not disconnect yourself from others and remain in contact and communication with your community. Like I said, this time of year we can often feel more vulnerable. Last week I noticed there were 21 days left in the year of 2021. I said to myself, what about a 21-day challenge? 21 days till my glow. So I shared it on social media, 21 days to your glow, right? And every day is a great way to figure out how to get to your glow. So I said, okay, you can start with drinking more water. I was drinking my water. I'm not going to lie. I did fall off of that, but I got back on. Every day is a new challenge. You can get your 8 glasses or your 2 liters or however much your body requires. And every day you have to make it a new day and a new opportunity to reach those goals. Another goal I said would be how I deal with anger. Anger for me is something that I really do deal with because I find that it comes up a lot. I find that once I'm in a heated conversation, I often lose my cool. And when you do that, many of you probably know, you actually lose. The cooler you can stay in heated situations, the further along you can get. So finding ways to deal with my anger is so important. Another thing I wrote down was being more compassionate. And so if you want to be compassionate to others, you have to start with being compassionate to yourself. Life can be challenging. Life is hard. And so sometimes we're hard on ourselves because we have these expectations we see outside of ourselves in the world, on social media or wherever. And we think, well, we're supposed to be living at a certain standard or we're supposed to be doing a certain thing. You have to be compassionate with yourself right where you are right now. Not living in the past, not drudging up old things, but compassionate with yourself where you are right now. So these are some things that I said I would think about and begin to implement into my life in order to get through the 21 days left of 2021. So at this point, I believe we are at day 13, which means we're 9 days into this challenge. So I challenge you for the next couple of days, implement something into your life when you wake up and you can say, 21 days left of 2021. How am I showing up in 2022? What do I want to come in doing, feeling? How do I want to feel? What is my mind state going to be in 2022? Of course, when we turn on the news, we are seeing so many different things that are coming at us at a fast speed. And of course, we need to catch up and we need to keep up with those things. But internally, we have to keep ourselves balanced. Also, part of this full moon energy that we're experiencing in Gemini is about balancing, because remember, Gemini is the sign of the twins. So that's the duality of life. You know, your inner world and your outer world, your conscious and your subconscious mind, the yin and the yang, the male and the female. However you want to look at it, we have to find a way to balance the energies within ourselves. Because when we show up more balanced, then we can handle things a little better. It's like if you have a balanced diet, or if you have breakfast in the morning, you can handle the day a little better. But if you just eat one meal a day at night, sometimes it's hard during the day because we're not getting all the nutrition that we need. Now, of course, there's intermittent fasting and things of that nature. And if you're on a specific regimen, that's one thing. But as a lifestyle, we want to try to live a balanced lifestyle. So another thing that I'd like to get into is the winter solstice is taking place on December 21st. So here we go again with these 12s and 21s, which is a 3 in communication. Communication is also having to do with Gemini, because that is the sign of communication, which is ruled by Mercury. But in the week of December 21st, we are going to be feeling a lot of energy. We're coming off of that full moon and we're going right into this solstice time. So this is the end of 2021 and we are getting ready to leap into 2022. This is a good time to release the things that we no longer want in our lives, that no longer serve us. So that's easier said than done, right? Because we always say, I'm going to release these things. But what is it that we have been holding on to that we want so bad, but it doesn't really mesh with us anymore, or it doesn't really work with us? And so it's a great time to look forward to what is on the horizon. So in order for us to move into that new space and to really live in that life that we're seeing for ourselves, we have to let go of some things. And that's the sad part. So at this time, when it's the shortest day of the year and the longest night, it is a really great time for us to reflect on what we want our lives to be like in the coming year and what it is that we want to let go of. Depending on what your relationship is to the Most High, the Creator, God, Allah, Jesus, Buddha, Jehovah, whatever your relation is, during these times is a great time to sit down and connect with whatever higher power you connect with. If we think about how vast and how powerful our skies are, and the astrology and the planets and how they move, and there is an energy that created this, this is a wonderful time to sit down and connect with the higher power, to discuss the things that you want to remove from your life and things that you want to keep in your life. Oftentimes people think of prayer and meditation as two very separate spaces, but they really do come together. They really are one and the same. It's quieting your mind so that you can hear the direction that is being given to you, so you know which way to go. The winter solstice is thought of as the sun's rebirth, because we are going to see the days begin to get longer from here. And we know that spring is somewhere on the horizon. Now, for us and on the eastern seaboard, we know that we may have to go through some weather before we get to spring, but we know that that is coming. Life is very seasonal, and it changes all the time. And when we can actually live our lives according to the changes and change with the seasons, we can flow with the changes. My hope is that this information is helpful and it continues to propel you into next year. We're going to listen to a powerful meditation, so we're going to take a short break. I want you to find a comfortable space, and we'll be right back.